What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. Just when you think you've seen it all, stick around. Another day of drama. You're going to see a massive bright light in the nighttime sky out of upstate New York. This thing was so big and so bright, there's no way it could have been legal. Definitely not an airplane. Definitely not a helicopter. I've also got more video footage of drones. The drone drama continues. We're going to start off over here along the west coast of California in the Los Angeles area, where there's now 5 new wildfires currently underway. They started yesterday. You can see the plume of smoke from the Pacific Palisades area. I've got rare video footage from the location of these wildfires. One of the wildfires, the Eaton wildfire, that's showing 10,600 acres currently burned, started yesterday on the 7th, 0% containment. Here's a video from this wildfire. Check this out. You talk about bizarre. This was just shared with me by Randy, Rockstar Preacher. The video comes from a camera that's facing the wildfire. Once again, the Eaton wildfire via Fox News. Check this out. Did you see that? What in the world was that? I zoomed in. Let me pause it here real quick. This is the Eaton wildfire. Something very fast and decent size came darting out of the middle of that wildfire and then disappeared right there. You've got to be kidding me. Watch this. I put it in slow motion. I'm going to zoom in. This is not a bird. Definitely not an airplane or a helicopter. That was in slow motion. Look at how fast that thing was going. Unbelievable. Here's one more time. You can tell it came right out of the fire. Look at that. What in the world was that thing that just vanished right over there above that tree line? Incredible catch there by Randy, Rockstar Preacher, who was watching the wildfire. I think everybody's glued to the wildfire situation out here near Los Angeles. The Palisades fire, 2,925 acres. Right here, 0% containment, according to calfire.com. There's a Hearst fire that's 505 acres, Woodley fire that's 30 acres, and the Olivis fire that's 11 acres. That one just started today, and I believe the Woodley fire also just started today, and they're also visible via satellite over here at zoom.earth. You can see yesterday on January 7th as the Palisades fire took off. I also have video footage that was shared with me of the location of the beginning of the wildfire, just prior to that large plume of smoke right here coming off the coast of California. Check this out. They're also dealing with a major power outage issue. 347,000 customers without power. Most of these outages are in the Los Angeles area. Here's all the counties that are dealing with power outages. I have video footage coming up that was shared with me that has narration from yesterday. The video is from the Santa Monica area, I believe, as the Palisades wildfire had been underway for probably less than 60 minutes.
January 7th. Fire up in Santa Monica Mountains from my roof deck, and you can see the smoke all over. Wow, look at that. It's from the Santa Anas. It's been on fire since 10:30 this morning. And it's so close. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Looks like houses that are on fire. Wow. Oh my God, it is so close. Holy.
And they also shared this video footage right here, video of where the fire started. There's a camera up in the mountains, and you can see right there. There's where it first began, around 9:30 this morning. And look at Los Angeles in the background. Wow. Unbelievable. This is a time-lapse video of the wildfire when it first began, and you can see how quick this wildfire moved. It covered a lot of ground in a short period of time, courtesy of the Santa Ana winds. I saw reports of wind gusts of up to 99 miles an hour, steady 50 and 60 mile an hour winds for a long period of time. There's now 5 different wildfires burning in that area. I have another video from Ground Zero sent in by Nelson Jenks. This video has narration. Here we go.
So as we're driving behind this emergency vehicle, I'm hearing an explosion on my right. There are houses on fire right up against the road on the left. And so at this point, I'm just holding my breath, and I can feel the heat from inside the car, just watching the embers fly across the windshield. We get put on a lot of kind of risky assignments, and in this situation, we have to take a calculated risk for the best way to leave. And thankfully we got out of there, and we got a real look at just the level of destruction and really the fear that a lot of those residents might be feeling if they're looking at those images on the news. If they've evacuated, I can't imagine. They're wondering if their house is the next one on fire, if they have anything to go home to.
That was a very scary scene that still continues today. The wildfires are 0% contained. As the high winds continue, it makes it nearly impossible to get these wildfires under control. So hopefully, the main thing, everybody's okay. Moving forward in the future, hopefully we can figure out something where this doesn't happen near as often. I know this year has been a very busy year with regard to wildfires in the Los Angeles area. These gray areas you see right here are recent wildfires from just a few weeks ago, and there's more underway right now as I do this video. And going from the west coast of the United States to the Central Plains, check this out. This strange phenomena is still continuing. Eerie flashing lights. What is going on? Vanetta Inn, January 5th of 2025 out of Mason City, Iowa? What? That's the original video at original speed. She's obviously at a fast food place. There's a gas station next door. But for some reason, here I put it in slow motion, this is getting seriously strange. Look at all the lights blinking randomly. What is happening? This is probably the 10th video from the 10th different location that I've gotten of this mysterious phenomenon that is going on across the country and quite possibly in other places around the world that I'm not aware of. But from what I understand, and in my own personal experience, this is something altogether new. I mean, since when do we have parking lot lights, street lights, and now building lights just flashing and pulsating randomly as if they're malfunctioning for unknown reasons? What in the world is going on? I mean, people really are mystified. People are getting freaked out by this. I mean, this is not stopping. This has been going on now for the better part of a month. And speaking of lights, we're going from flashing lights to a massive bright light in the nighttime sky. Over here in the Binghamton, New York area, you're going to see a super bright light off in the distance. It's not a telecommunications tower light. It's way too bright. In fact, I don't think this would even be legal because it would be such a distraction to pilots in the area. This light is moving. It is super bright and super big. I don't know if it's part of a large craft. More than likely it'd have to be. Lights don't just simply fly. They're attached to some sort of a craft. Here's the video. It has narration, once again, out of the Binghamton, New York area.
In Florida, as far away, I mean, literally all over the country. Those that same thing have in common, which is, yes, they're overpopulation, but many of them are in the United States military installations. Here we have New Jersey State Senator who has been briefed on some of the information, accusing the federal government of a full-blown cover-up. Let's take a listen.
You know, they started as some questions, and now it's reached a point of almost insanity. You think about a United States senator who has to go out with the local police to deliver drones. That's where a United States senator is getting information. We had a briefing from the state police, the colonel of the state police. He was frustrated. So my guess is
Okay, coming up, I pause it, and I'll pause it 3 or 4 more times.
is information, but they're holding it back. And now what you have is panic. Originally some questions, now you have serious
Where did this thing come from? What was it doing? And where was it going? You see how bright that thing was? There it was again. This huge, powerful, bright light in the sky. This was moving. Every once in a while, you'd see like a green haze around this thing. Whatever it may have been, they did an excellent job filming that as they were driving down the highway. Here's another view when I paused it right there. That's not a telecommunications tower. That's not a helicopter. And that's not an airplane. I've never seen anything quite like that. Not that bright. That would be a huge distraction to pilots flying airplanes and helicopters in the area. That thing was incredibly bright and incredibly large. The drone drama continues. Here's more drone video footage that I've received here in the last few days. We're going to start off in Tampa, Florida. Here we go. Here's the email that accompanied the video footage you're about to see, sent in by Rob and Bonnie. The email correspondence goes on to say, last night, this was from a few days ago, January the 4th, 2025. My wife and I were doing our nightly walk, enjoying the night sky, 6 to 7:30 p.m. We looked at the stars and spotted a possible drone. We were looking west, southwest, and it moved north. It was sitting west from me and moved north. I wish I was closer to the object. Also, I was using an iPhone 16. The first two pics, you can see the drone at the lower right above the trees and the street lamp. I took the one video, then moved closer to it and filmed the last two vids. Please feel free to use the pics and videos I'm sending and let us know what you think. Okay, here we go to Tampa, Florida. This is the video that Rob was talking about. I zoomed in on the left, the original video's on the right. There definitely was something in the sky that was stationary at the time he took this video. And he's even saying right here,
there's a plane behind us, but that's not a plane.
He said, this isn't a plane. You can hear a plane, but it's behind him. It's not in the field of view. He's looking to the west-southwest. He's thinking this is one of those drones. And I agree. I think this is one of those drones because right now it's stationary, looks to be pretty decent size, and you're going to see this thing start moving. I mean, airplanes don't have the ability to stop and start in midair. Granted, helicopters do, but you would recognize a helicopter. I mean, they kind of fly at a slight angle. They're usually very noisy. This is obviously making no sound, and it's not flying at an angle. It seems to be kind of rotating in place, like the vast majority of the drone videos that we've seen. But it does have colors, like he was saying. Green, red, light orange, white. And notice the roof line of the house there. It's maintaining the same position. Now, all of a sudden, it takes off. This is the same object.
That plane is behind us.
And he's talking about the plane you hear is behind him. This is not making any noise. So it went from sitting stationary to moving.
Blue, and then it was green and red.
He's describing it as blue, green, and red. And again, the plane you hear is behind him. Get these videos every day. Have been now for probably close to a month and a half, 6-7 weeks. I zoomed in on the left, the original on the right. It's going to disappear where the video stops here in just a couple of seconds as it's getting ready to dip down below the roof line of that building right there. Good catch by Rob and Bonnie. I think you're right. I think you caught a drone. Video by Tony Martin, not sure of the location. January 5th, the next night at 6:25 p.m. Looked up and saw what appeared to be the same exact thing that Rob and Bonnie saw in the nighttime sky. Maintaining the same position, appearing to rotate in place, not making any noise, appeared to be the same colors. Clearly not an airplane or a helicopter. What is going on? These things are being seen all across the country, pretty much on a nightly basis, and every once in a while, people will submit videos from the daytime sky. Now, here comes an airplane flying towards the object. Great comparison opportunity right here. That's clearly an airplane. So, there you go. Doesn't look anything like the airplane. It's not behaving anything like the airplane. And the object appears to be moving in place. That's clearly an airplane flying near this bright object in the nighttime sky. What an incredible video. Here's a still image of the mysterious object. I'm waiting to hear back on the exact location of this object. Here's another still image of the mysterious object spotted in the nighttime sky on the night of January the 5th. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, quick look at the GOES X-ray flux. No major X-class solar flares in the last 48 hours. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. Gotta be honest, there's a little bit of unusual activity going on there at the Lake Mary seismograph, Joseph's Coat. You can see something going on up here at the borehole 945. Hebgen Lake, seeing some earthquake activity at the Hebgen Lake seismograph. That's the location of the large 7.2 magnitude earthquake that occurred back in 1959 near the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera. So nothing major going on, but there is some unusual activity right now as I do this video. Looking at the Schumann resonance, all in all, pretty quiet the last 7 days. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at mrmbb333.com. If you have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website, look for this red tab that says, have a large video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your videos into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.